This video is supported by ArtStorm. Thank you.
Big thanks to our new Super Thanks donor.
Top 3 are Fiori Dolgoruki, also known as K535. Recommended setup for all $, missile and torpedo spammer build. Recommended setup for all $, solid damage, with underwater launch capabilities build. Overpowered all nuclear build. Note this is just unnecessary, but you can still try this build. Recommended setup for all nuclear build, with underwater launch capabilities. Our Fiori Dolgoruki is one of the most reliable Tier 3 submarines of modern warships. As of the making of this video, it has the highest oxygen capacity of all submarines in the game, meaning this sub can stay submerged very long time compared to all other submarines in the game. Aside from that, this submarine is highly maneuverable and has a good speed. This submarine is equipped with 4 missiles in a 3x1 configuration, and 2 torpedo launchers in a 1x1 configuration, making this submarine well armed to face any surface or subsurface enemies in the game. This submarine can stay underwater for a very long time. With its stealth and agility, this sub can be very deadly, especially towards ships who are foolish or unequipped to deal with subsurface threats. Lastly, this submarine only costs $14 million in-game dollars, making it a cheap yet very good choice, especially for new players in modern warships. Top 2. USS Ohio submarine, also known as SBN 726. Recommended setup for all $, missile spammer and flare resistant build. Recommended setup for all $, underwater launched and damage focused build. Overpowered all nuclear build. Note, this build is not advisable due to very high setup cost. Recommended setup for all nuclear underwater launch build. Introducing the famous missile spammer submarine. The USS Ohio sub is the only submarine in the game that has 5 free missile slots. This sub can be equipped in almost infinite way to deal with its enemies. With total of 5 missile slot, you can wreak havoc in the battlefield. Aside from its impressive missile arsenal, Ohio has 2 torpedo launchers. This can be configured to fire 2 to 6 torpedoes at a time, making this ship more deadly even against underwater targets. Aside from very impressive arsenal, Ohio submarine has a good oxygen reserve and probably the fastest oxygen recharge time in the game, meaning it can get out of its dive, recharge air fast, and continue diving and remain hidden longer. Aside from this, Ohio has a good speed and maneuverability to keep up with any submarines or surface targets in the game. This is the main reason why experienced submarine commanders in modern warships also love this sub, because it's easy to use and very deadly to all its enemies. USS Ohio is relatively affordable, and priced only at $21.5 million in-game dollars. Not a bad price to ruin somebody's day. Before we proceed to top 1, please do us a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. We badly need your support so we can continue making videos like this. So please subscribe. Thank you, and let's proceed. Top 1, CN, Type 096 submarine. Recommended setup all $, damage focused, with underwater launch capabilities build. Recommended setup for damage focused, with underwater launch capabilities, and decoy resistant build. Recommended setup for all nuclear, extremely high damage build. Recommended setup for high damage, all nuclear build, with underwater launch capabilities. The CN Type 096 is also known as the true submarine hunter. This submarine earned that title because of a very good reason. The main reason why majority of submarine commanders in modern warships love this submarine is that this submarine has a very deadly combination of missiles and torpedo slots. This sub has a total of 4 missiles in a 2x2 configuration, a total of 3 free torpedo slots, which can be configured to fire 3 to 9 torpedoes towards its enemies. Aside from a very impressive set of weaponry available to its user, the CN Type 096 submarine has a decent oxygen tank and recharge time, very good speed, and agile enough to keep up with any threats and targets. But probably one of the best asset of this submarine, aside from good weapons, is higher sonar detection range. This means this submarine can detect enemy submarines faster. and in longer ranges way before it can be detected by its enemies, giving this submarine an almost unfair advantage in the battlefield. That's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution!